I speak with a lot of experts about like, oh mate, you need to launch a YouTube channel because it's much easier than, for example, growing your LinkedIn account. And I heard a lot that, oh, I don't have a time for it. It's not the perfect timing on it. I have so much stuff on my plate right now. I will show you the lazy action steps that you need to do to launch your YouTube channel and grow fast and have a lot of videos created on all platforms, not only YouTube, not only LinkedIn. You can also post them on Instagram, on TikTok, and it's super simple to do. Here is one of my clients, Tvoy it's a Russian business, and they build self-storage warehouses, and they use YouTube to find franchise partners and find investors. So it's B2B niche, B2B audience. When we started this YouTube channel, me and the founder, we lived in one city. Right now, 2 years later, founder lives in Moscow, I live in Krasnodar, so it's I think like 1500 kilometers between each other. So we can't shoot content. It's impossible. And we found a solution in 2 different formats, which we created like on site and we create right now remotely. First format, it's a little bit more complicated one. Second one will be much simpler. First format, it's about creating different live streams, like 1 hour long live stream about specific topic. In their case, it's about how to open self-storage warehouse. Here is the video that I recorded. That's more like professional shooting, filming, and you can see like additional dynamic montage with multi-camera shooting. We need to have some kind of the presentation, and that's what we need to do. It's all about like we are creating a 1 hour long video about this topic. That's all. It's almost 50-minute long video. We can make it shorter, like we can create several short versions of this video about specific topic. For example, marketing of self-storage businesses, like how we find clients, or what about investment opportunities. So it can be videos like from 4 to 15-minute long videos. And after it, we're creating short form content, not this one with me. We are creating short form clips out of this long form workshop. So that's why you spend 1 hour to actually film the video, and after it, all you need to do is just repurposing. Out of this one workshop, you can have like 50 pieces of content for all other platforms, not only YouTube, because you can repost these YouTube shorts on Instagram, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, and get additional audience. So that's the first version. I can say like professional because it has a cool, nice image, nice sound, lighting, like professional camera, professional video editing. But we can use a lazy way. We can just have this Zoom event and just record a Zoom meeting and edit it and upload it. Yeah. So you can see it's the same presentation, the same slides, and the same speaker in the corner. The same thing. Of course, it has a lower quality, but if you don't have resources, don't have capacity to, for example, hire a filmmaker, you still can do this and it can work really well. The main problem with this format, especially if you are recording, for example, Zoom events, that it's super hard to repurpose this content. I'm speaking about like creating short form pieces of content, like short form clips, because quality is much lower, sound is super, like it's bad, and you can't scale, for example, this image to the 9:16 ratio. It will be super terrible. I tried to repurpose this lazy live streams and we didn't get views. Like that's the issue with it. On my channel, I have the same workshops. That's almost like 1 hour long video. And again, you can see like presentation and my face in the corner. And you can see, even though I don't have a lot of followers, I don't have a lot of subscribers, I don't have a lot of views, this long form video, almost 500, more than 500 views, that's great. Like it's much better comparing with other short form videos. And I also repurpose them on my channel. So it's all about repurposing and creating more content out of this one workshop. Let's move next. Let's speak about the next format, and it will be much more complicated in terms of collaboration and communication, because you can be a guest on different podcasts. Podcast world is a huge one, and right now we use this tactic on this channel because founder is located in Moscow, so it's the capital of Russia, and there are a lot of different YouTube channels that create video podcasts. And you can also have, I think, like 3 variations of like the podcast production. The best one, like which works super great, that's offline podcasts. When you meet in a studio, you have this one-on-one offline feeling, offline connections, and it looks something like this. Again, here is the founder, here is the the speaker, the main speaker of the channel, and we just reuse the same content that this person, uploaded on his YouTube channel. And we again created short form content. We used our own packaging. We add additional dynamic in our videos. So we added additional B-rolls, for example. That's the best way to do the podcasting, but again, it's the most expensive one. So the next version, we can recreate remote versions of the podcast, but with good quality, not just Zoom recording. I will show it later. We can set up a camera, an iPhone, and just record a video and record the podcast. So that was a remote podcast. Person is located in different city in podcast studio. We are located in the office, in the office space, and I took this iPhone, I put it on a tripod, I put a lighting, and we just recording this footage, and we get, you can see it's pretty nice image, pretty nice quality, and that's fine. Of course, it's not the super quality in terms of the like comparing with like expensive cameras, but iPhone quality is enough. This format is also great because on video editing stage you can cut all these like noises, weird awkward pauses, because you have this lag, internet lag, and you can delete it, and it will be pretty dynamic podcast. But again, keep in mind that I know that podcasting world, like global podcasting world, they are purely about audio, and audio podcast, I think they are useless if this show is not famous. It's good to have like several guest appearances because you can promote these episodes. That's also additional credibility that you are the proven expert, but from my perspective, from my experience, it's better to have lower podcast but with better quality, or like with bigger audience, because you will get much more out of it. Video is converting much better comparing with the audio. And the third one, it's recording just Zoom video, Zoom event, and that's okay, like that's fine, but I don't like this experience. I don't like these videos because they look not so great, especially if we are using just Zoom app without any advanced features. You will have poor video quality, you will have poor audio quality, and that's why it's not so good to watch. Like I'm thinking as a viewer, like it's not engaging. We have just one angle, and that's all. So the best solution how to approach these podcast episodes, like recorded in Zoom, for example, it's first one using different video editing tools and different video editing techniques to use the same multi-camera editing like we used here, like on this podcast. Here is a good example of podcast episodes which was recorded fully remotely. In every episode we have three speakers, one that are hosts of the shows, so you can see like this two people, and we have a guest in every podcast episode. And I was thinking about, okay, how to add dynamic to this remote podcast, and I've created 6 different angles for the speakers. So we have the 3 angles with the speakers, so we can see them, and I started combine them together. So the first, like the main angle, is where we have all 3 speakers in one place. We have the guest in the middle, and we have our hosts on each side, which are much smaller in terms of the framing. You can see the crop. And next to angles, it's combination of one host with the speaker and second host with the speaker. So you can see first one, second one, and you can see that I put the guest in different positions. So again, it's additional, like the viewer will do additional eye movements. So this person will think that, okay, here is dynamic in this video because of changing these angles. And of course, it's much harder. It requires much more time and energy to create all this angle, to edit, to improve the audio quality, but results are much better. Think about this example. I work with the company, the Fresh Code, and we created 10 podcast episodes. It was like one season of the podcast episode, and they posted it on the Fresh podcast, fresh YouTube channel, completely new, and you can see the performance of these videos, and it looks really great for completely new channel. I think one of the reasons that this podcast got a lot of pretty big amount of views in super ultra targeted niche, I think that one of the reasons that we have really good editing. Of course, it costs much more expensive comparing with, oh, I will just record a Zoom event, and that's all. I showed you 2 different formats and 5 combinations of these formats with both pros and cons. If you want to learn more about how to attract a dream client from YouTube using these videos, you can get my 5-day free video course, which will be in the link below this video. In this course, I will share how you can convert people even if you have really small YouTube channel with several hundreds views on each video. So see you in the course.